What is up, guys? We're here back for the Elite Battles for round 3 here at Cooper Petty Reverse. Just real quick before we get into the event, just give our sponsors a huge shout out. So the Elite Battles is brought to you by Motorcrush. Go no share. Make sure you go download the Motorcrush app on your Google Play Store or App Store,
Okay, then just pass it back.
vaperzonline.com. Go to vaperzonline.com for all your vaping needs and accessories, and R.Energy. Use code EVDT for 10% off. Alright, so just to get into this here, so unfortunately we did have a lot of dropouts for our first bracket here. So you're probably going to be seeing a lot of buy runs. But this is one of our more challenging courses here. So we have this really long sweeper. It took out some really good drivers, and unfortunately, I'm sorry, I don't mean to put you on blast, but pretty much number 2 in points, Lovest, he unfortunately got a 0-0 here, but he is in the field still. We didn't have enough qualifiers here to knock him out, so that is really good for him. He can still get points on the board. Hopefully he has a better performance than he did in qualifying. And we also have a newcomer to the event here, DTW Unstoppable, so thank you for coming out. He is driving a very unique car here. He has a Jaguar. Don't really see this too often here. I believe, what is it, an XK or an XJ? Carnage?
Yeah, it's an XK, my bad.
Okay.
As you guys can see right there, XK GT. But yeah, let's get right into it. So the first battle was supposed to be Cub Scout JS versus Windy Beetle, but both of those drivers are a no-show. We heard from Cub Scout just before the event. So next up will be DTW Unstoppable versus Drop My Tires, but dropped messaged us again before this event and said that he's not going to be able to make it due to the timing and stuff. So DTW will be getting a buy run, so go ahead and line up to the line.
Real quick, Jury, you're at the wrong starting spot for the black vehicle.
Yeah, it's supposed to be right at the white line right there, the middle white line.
No,
not.
You told him the middle one.
Well, the middle one,
the line
in the middle of the road. Yeah, right there where Knight is.
Okay.
Alright.
Alright, so DTW here will be getting a buy run to knock someone down into the losers bracket. So Unstoppable will give us a honk. Alright, there's his horn. Alright, black vehicle has moved and he is out. Okay, going for that buy run, hitting the acceleration, throwing a faint entrance on it. Not exactly getting that inside clip, but working his way to the outside zone. Not exactly getting all the way to the road's edge like we wanted to see, but he did really good through there, being really conservative. Just getting that inside clip through our Manji section. Getting to the next one and shooting it super wide, making a little bit of contact with one of our competitors here. I think he needs to pull a little bit further back on the road here. So that it's unfortunately going to mess up his run, but he still was able to get a nice clean run in after that little bit of that contact being made.
Yeah, seen he definitely gripped up, but luckily it was just a buy run, so there's no losing with that one. So next up will be Night Fox 2424 versus Cloverfield 16. Again, Cloverfield dropped out. Haven't heard anything from him. So Night Fox will be getting a buy run. Again, guys, like you said at the start of the stream, there is a lot of dropouts and no-shows. So once we get past all of those, we will be getting into the actual battles.
Yep. Alright, so Night Fox, give us a honk. You may go for your buy run. Alright, there's his horn. And he is off. Working his way down that 40 roll to the acceleration zone. Throwing a little bit of a faint entrance on there. Getting to that inside clip. Doing a nice little parking brake slide. Just dropping a tire at the beginning of that outside zone. Getting the next clip where a little bit of that dirt patch hangs off at on the road. Maybe just getting that inside clip. coming down through our next inside clip, working his way to the sweeper. Really great entrance into it, able to complete the whole sweeper. I know he was having challenges with the GT350R before, but going very nicely through the hairpin again to the last touch and go. Crossing the line with some very smooth angle. So a really good buy run here from Knife Fox. I had
All
to say so. I think that was
right.
better than his qualifying run.
Yeah, yeah. All right, next up, we're getting into our first battle. It's going to be Takashi Drifts versus Twin Turbskis. Takashi will be leading since he was the higher qualifier.
So both drivers are going to take their time here to warm up their tires. We got a Corvette and a GT350R here.
Which, before I forget again, for those of you who are watching and stuff, and even those who are competing, just so you guys can remember, where the Titan is parked, that is your initiation. So all drivers will be initiating around this Titan.
Alright, so both drivers are lined up here. Alright, so drivers, give me a honk. Alright, there are both of their horns, and they are off. That Plantronics Gaming GT350R falling behind that Corvette. A little bit of a late initiation here from Takashi, and now looks like Terpskis here is going to need to make up some ground here, having a little bit of an early gap being put on here. A really big gap here now, almost dropping 4 tires in the follow position, and Takashi is just going to run away here. Just dropping a tire on that outside clip. Terpskis, oh, gripping up, it looked like crossing the line. Maybe a little bit before it. So, Twin Terpskis is going to have to pull up an outstanding lead run here to get something out of this battle, or maybe just Takashi has to do something really bad in this follow position for him to have a chance to send it into an OMT.
Looking at the chat, Detroit, no, this is not everybody. This is just the first bracket. There's still more drivers.
Alright. So drivers are lined back up again, so give me a honk. Alright, there are their horns. And they are off for that 40 roll, working their way to the acceleration marker. Hitting the acceleration, Twin Terpskis sending off a little bit of a flick. Takashi getting right up on him now, tapping him a little bit sparks coming off. Twin Terpski's not exactly able to get to that outside zone, and Takashi is just putting on a really close follow here against him. This is looking really good here for Takashi, but now a little bit of a gap is starting to form up. Oh, and Takashi having to go opposite drift before the end of the sweeper. I think this is what Twin Terpskis may have needed here. Alright, so just real quick, there's probably going to be a moment of silence where we'll be heading to discussion for judging here.
Yep. In the chat, guys. Let's see who you guys want to win. Alright, so we do have all the votes, so it looks like it's going to be an OMT. So it's going to be a one more time from both of these drivers.
Alright, so Looks like we do have an OMT, so
So
I think
Takashi
with
will be
the big
leading.
huge gap here put on Twin Turpskis and him maybe having that straighten up maybe caused him to have a zero, and then obviously with Takashi going opposite drift in the sweeper resulted in two drivers both gain a zero in their follows. Alright, drivers, give me a honk. Alright, there are their horns, and they are off. Hitting the acceleration marker now. A little bit of a late initiation again from Takashi here. And I think this time Twin Turpsies is not going to let him get that runaway off the start again. Starting to close that gap just a little bit more, but having a little bit of a bad entrance into the Manji section through here and gripping up in the follow position again. And Takashi's just going to run away right here through the sweeper. Maybe just getting that inside clip, and Twin Turpsky's having more problems with grip issues again through the hairpin. Not looking good for Twin Turpskys here at the moment, so maybe Takashi can throw another big mistake in the follow position and could possibly send it to another OMT. Alright, drivers, give me a honk. Alright, there are both of their horns and they are off now. Hitting that 40 roll, going up to the acceleration marker. A little bit of a late initiation in that follow, but holding some great proximity, great angle. Oh my god, almost looked like Takashi was about to spin it, but having great control. Oh, and some big collision happening. Spinning out Turpskys. And a little bit of a opposite drift again on that sweeper. So Takashi finishing out his run here, but there is a big huge collision. So again, we'll be back with our votes. Oh, really? No. They don't like collision? Then they're gonna be like, but context, that was too weird still. Some hard fender bender action going on.
Alright, let's see. Alright, while we're doing some voting, let's check out the chat. Mustang GT guy, what's up, man? I see a lot of contact in the chat. It's because we want to get it right. We're just waiting on the judges to put in their final votes. Alright, so we do have a verdict. So it was 2-1, but it's going to be another OMT. There was just too much, it was just too close. So we seen contact on that follow, and you know, it was too close to call. So we're gonna rerun that, and hopefully both of these drivers can have cleaner runs and we can actually have a winner.
Alright. So, drivers, give us a honk. Alright, they're both their horns, and they are off. Both drivers hitting that 40 roll, getting to the acceleration mark. Just getting that inside clip. Again, a little bit of a gap is now starting to be pulled against this Plantronics Gaming GT350R. Tim Terpsies needs to close this gap again, because this is not going to look good for him in the follow. Taking a super inside line on the sweeper. Don't know how he's managing to keep angle. but just closing up the gap a little bit before the hairpin. But I don't think it was enough here to be good enough in that follow position. Takashi is really fast in that Corvette. And Takashi doing an amazing job right there in that lead run too. So props to him. Alright, drivers are going to line back up here. Waiting for the black vehicle to get lined up. Alright. So drivers, give us a honk. Alright, there are the horns, and they are off. Hitting that 40 roll now. Coming up to the first acceleration marker to the right, and hitting the acceleration. Both drivers having a good initiation here. A little bit of contact being made. Oh, and Takashi grips up. Oh, this is not what Takashi needs here. Making some heavy contact and putting Terpskis off the road. Not what Takashi needed. Alright, so we will be back.
Also, guys, just for all the drivers who are competing, this is a double elimination. So if you lose, you're still not fully out. It would just be put into losers, and you can come back. If you go all the way in losers, then you can come back and compete in the grand finals, the winners bracket, to go and try to win the entire competition. So don't count yourself out too early. Alright, that was pretty quick judging. So yeah, the winner will be Twin Terpskis.
Alright, so Terpskis is moving on to the next round. So Takashi, you are not out. You're just in the losers bracket. It is double elimination, so you still have a chance to work your way up to the winners final. Or not the winners final, the finale. So don't count yourself out yet. So if you can just leave.
Alright, so the next battle, well, it's actually another buy run. It would be, since somebody had to move on from Cub Scout and Windy on the bracket. Since Cub Scout was your #1 qualifier, he moved on since both drivers didn't show up. But since he is not here, DTW will be getting another buy run to finally fully eliminate Cub Scout from the entire competition. Well, put him down in the losers bracket.
Alright, so DTW lining up, so can you give us a honk? Right, there's his horn, and he is off for that 40 roll. Working his way to the acceleration marker, which is the sign on the right. Giving it a little bit of a faint entrance right there. Not exactly getting that inside clip, but doing a great job getting through the outside zone on that corner. Just getting that dirt patch. Getting the next inside clip through the Manji section. Coming up to our sweeper, he had a little bit of a challenge on it last time, but mainly because there is a car somewhat on the road. But doing a great job. Oh, and sending it a little too much. Coming up to the hairpin here and just putting it off the road.
Good thing that was a buy run. Alright. Alright, so now our next actual battle is going to be Night Fox 2424 in the lead with Twin Terpskis in the follow.
Both drivers are in GT350Rs here. Both drivers are taking their time to warm up their tires. Really smart strategy, especially if they are both using simulation damage. Alright. Driver's honking ready. Alright, there are their horns, and they are off. Working their way down the 40 roll. Getting the acceleration zone. Night Fox getting a really good start, getting that inside clip, having to correct himself a little bit on the outside zone, but able to get it, allowing Terpskis to catch up, and Terpsky spins it! All Night Fox has to do here is complete this run in the lead position, and he'll have the advantage going into next battle against him. Coming up through the hairpin, just getting the inside clip, almost gripping up majorly, but still able to pull it out. Having a hard time getting around that hairpin, but somehow still able to get around it. So again, Night Fox warming up his tires, along with Twin Terpskis. Alright, both drivers are now lined up, so
Night Fox is
drivers
not
give
on
me a
race
honk.
tires, he's on sports. I just
It's
did.
not sport.
Sport has a very obvious texture with the 3 lines
pattern
on the side.
Alright, there are their horns, and they are off. Hitting that 40 roll. Both drivers accelerating. Hitting a great initiation, but unfortunately, Terpskis is just having a hard time on this track, not able to get to that outside zone. And Night Fox just being a very aware driver in this follow position here, giving him some room through the sweeper. Hopefully he can close it up before coming up to the hairpin. And doing a great job at closing up that gap a little bit. And still having a great follow at the beginning of the track, but playing it safe through the sweeper. So, we'll be back with our verdict.
Alright, so another quick judging. So we do have a winner, and the winner is going to be Night Fox.
So Night Fox advancing to the winner's semifinal here. Congratulations, Night Fox.
Alright, so the next battle, and it looks like it's going to be the last battle here in the first bracket. Then we'll be getting in the next bracket. Will be DTW versus Night Fox.
Alright. So,
And,
who's leading first?
Yeah, actually Night Fox will be leading since he was the higher qualifier.
Alright. Alright, both drivers are lined up here. So, drivers give us a honk. Alright, there are their horns, and they are off for that 40 roll. Coming up to the acceleration marker. Knight giving it a little bit of that flick again. A little bit of a gap is now being put on against that Jaguar, but the closing in fast, making a little bit of contact on that rear fender. Both drivers transitioning very good right there. Oh, and the Jaguar makes a little bit of contact with Night Fox and spins off the track. So Night Fox has to just complete this run here with no big errors that would result in a 0. And it looks like he's going to do that. Just dropping 2 tires on that inside clip. And DTW is spinning out again before the finish line, just looking back in time. So very unfortunate here for DTW. So for DTW, he has to hope that Nightfox here makes a big mistake in that follow position. Alright, just wait for our black vehicle and Judge to get out of drill mode. I know it takes a while to go through the loading screens. Yeah, I understand. Alright, line it back up now. Alright, drivers, give me a honk. Alright, and they are off, working their way down that 40 roll again. Hitting the acceleration marker. Both drivers giving it a little bit of a flick. Sending it with some big angle through that outside zone, but not fully getting out to it. And Nightfox just playing it safe, giving it a little bit of room. But now I think it's going to close in on the sweeper right here. Just dropping a tire or two maybe in that follow, and dropping 2 tires on the next outside zone, going through our hairpin, dropping 2 tires on the exit, and crossing the line. So really good follow here from Nightfox. No big mistakes from him at all. Keeping really good close proximity. So we'll be back with our verdict.
Alright, we do have a winner, so due to this driver having cleaner and had both complete runs, the win will be going over to Nightfox.
Congratulations, Nightfox. You are going to the winners final. DTW, you are not out. You are just in the losers bracket, but you still have a chance to work your way back up to the finale. So now that we got our first bracket done here, can I ask all drivers here to leave so that way we can get our next bracket in?
We will be doing the losers bracket once we get done with the winners, which shouldn't be too long, but yeah, we'll be inviting you guys back once we complete that. Yeah. Alright. Again, guys, in the chat, let's see who you guys are voting for to win this. Alright, all drivers have been invited. So once we get all these drivers in here, they will be doing the traffic glitch. Get that out of the way.
And I'll be back because I'm going to get myself a Royal Energy.
Alright, just pass it around, guys, once you get done. By the way, Shino, you have traffic glitch? Or leader, I should say. Yeah, guys, just anybody who's new to the stream, we're getting the second bracket in here so that they can get their traffic out the way, and once they get done with that, then we will be getting into the next set of battles. No.
Alright. Got my R.Energy can with me.
Stop.
Let's just take a look at some of the cars here. So, Sticky Buns Junior here with my famous word here, contact. I'm running a very unique car, and you have your famous Perry the Platypus GT350R, our Norwegian Flyer Trio Star, and our #1 in points here, Shino Seishin, and his
Stop,
Demon
okay.
Style
I'm sure you're safe.
R35, and KAA in that Fox body that he loves to drive. Who else are we missing here? Oh, I don't see Wubba's car yet. I know he's in
Sticky
that
Trio
M3.
or Wubba's.
No.
No, go forward so that
Lead driver has to take off first.
Yeah. Give it to Sticky, Trio, or Wubba's. Again, guys, anybody who's new to the stream, we're just getting the second bracket, letting everybody do the traffic glitch so that they can compete and do their runs without any traffic. And then once they're done, we only have drivers left to do it. Once they're done, then we will be getting right back into the battles.
Yep. So, I know there's a lot of dropouts and stuff, but I know Night Fox probably has to be pretty pleased with his performance. You know, he was Motorcrush driver last week, and for people who don't know, Motorcrush driver of the night goes to the person who didn't win the event. You know, it's the person who made the most progress. You know, someone who just showed a lot of talent out of nowhere, who did really good. And our last week's winner is actually in this bracket, which would be Shino Seishin. Also used to be known as Preeminent Being. He also won Season 2 FHDL. He's a really good friend of mine. Love drifting against him. Alright, so Sticky Buns Jr. is now doing his traffic glitch.
Yeah, Sticky, once you're done, Trio needs it. Oh, Shino, have you got leader yet?
And
Alright,
I
Wubis needs
finally
it.
seen Wubis's car in his My Little Pony M3.
Do what?
So are we missing anybody here, Carnage?
If you're talking about no-shows, I mean, we are missing a couple people from here. Um, Orange Rhino is not here. Bronzy doesn't seem to have showed up. T-Dub, he messaged us before and said that he doesn't really have internet at the moment, so he's a no-show. That's about it.
Okay, so
So yeah, Wubis, go ahead and pass the leader back to me, and then we will get this underway. All right.
oh wow,
Oh,
there's Orange.
is that Orange or is that his brother? All right. Well, we are going to get into battle. So, yeah, the first battle was supposed to be Shino versus Orange Rhino, but Orange Rhino, uh, unfortunately, did not make it. So Shino will be getting a buy run. So Shino, go ahead and line up.
All right, can we get all the drivers off the track, please? All right, so if we can get a honk, you may go for your buy run. All right, there's his horn, and he is off for that buy run, working his way to the acceleration zone. Having a good initiation, not exactly getting that inside clip, but able to rail it around that whole outside zone. Not exactly getting that quick clip where that dirt patch is, but getting the next inside clip, working his way to the next one, and approaching the sweeper here. Not exactly fully getting out in between that line and the dirt where we want it to be, but getting that next outside zone and setting it with some big angle into that hairpin. And maybe just getting that outside touch and go, but a really good buy run here from Shino. So
Alright, so the next battle up was supposed to be Bronzy USMC versus KIA, but Bronzy is a no-show, so KIA will be getting a buy run.
all right. So K is lined up. Honk. All right. There's his horn, and he is off for that buy run. Hitting the acceleration zone, giving it a little bit of a flick. Not exactly getting to that inside clip, just dropping a tire on that outside zone. Not exactly getting to that inside clip. Maybe just getting the next one. And approaching our sweeper, sending it with a little too much angle in there, having to correct itself before exiting it. But sending it super wide off of the hairpin, trying to, send it backwards. But luckily it was a buy run here.
I just want to apologize real quick. So yeah, my controller kind of died. Good thing that was a buy run and not an actual battle.
Oh, way to go, Carnage.
My controller died super fast. I apologize to everybody. everything should be good. But yeah, again, good thing that
Thanks,
was a
Carnage.
buy run and not an actual battle. So yeah, checked my batteries. We are good. So next up will be T-Dub versus Wubist. T-Dub is not here, unfortunately, so Wubist will be getting a buy run. So
All right. So, well, let's give us a honk. All right, there's his horn. Oh, and it looks like our black vehicle may have stalled it, but let's hope Jury here has better luck in this buy run than he did in his qualifying run. So getting that inside clip, working his way to that outside zone. Definitely getting that outside zone. Maybe just getting that dirt patch, but not getting the next inside clip, working his way to the next one. Getting the next inside clip, coming through the sweeper where he unfortunately gripped up a couple times in his qualifying run, but did a lot better that time. I didn't exactly see what happened in that hairpin. It lagged on me a little bit, but it looked definitely like a complete run here from Jury. So, alright. So, Jury looks like he is finally ready for this track.
alright, so we are going to have our first battle here in the second bracket. It's going to be Trio Star versus Sticky X Buns Jr. And Trio will be leading, seeing that he was the higher qualifier.
So, Trio warming up his tires and that Perry the Platypus GT350R. Is he really wearing a fedora in the car too? That'd be funny. Alright, so both drivers are lined up now. Alright, so give me a honk. Alright, there are both of their horns. And they are off for that 40 roll. A little bit of a late takeoff here from Sticky Buns Jr. But able to close it back up fast. A little bit of contact being made on that rear fender. Working their way through that patch of dirt and getting it really nicely. Not exactly getting that inside clip. And Sticky Buns Jr. all four tires off the track in that foul position. All Trio here has to do is make a super clean line here. Hopefully he can finish it off with no mistakes. And it looks like he's able to do that. So all Trio has to do is be conservative in this follow position, and Sticky needs to hope that Trio does make a mistake here to possibly send it into OMT. Alright, driver's honking ready. Alright, they're both their horns, and they're off for that 40 roll. Okay, the acceleration zone. A little bit of contact being made here, but not too aggressive. Just barely making three tires off the track right there, almost having all four off. Coming up through the sweeper, sending it really wide, it's going to give him bad line through the rest of it. Oh, I don't know how many tires he dropped off, but a little bit of contact being made on the hairpin, and somehow Trio was able to stay in that follow position without making a pass. So great work from Trio right there. Just a little bit of controversy through this, going through this sweeper approaching the next outside zone. So we'll be back with a verdict.
Only doing this for one viewer. Appreciate the host, man. Sure, buddy. Alright, well.
Alright. So, do we have a verdict, Garnish?
Alright, yes we do. We do have a winner. So, due to this driver being cleaner, all around, Trio will be getting the win.
So, Trio getting the win and Sticky going down to the losers bracket. So, Sticky, you're not out. You still have a chance to move your way up. So, do not count yourself out yet.
Alright, guys, so the next battle will be Shino Say Sheen versus KIA. Shino will be in the lead, seeing that he was your number 2 qualifier.
Alright. So, drivers are lined up. So, drivers, just give me a honk. Alright, there are their horns. And they are off. Getting that acceleration marker right there. A little bit of a late acceleration here from Shino. Both going through that outside zone. A little bit of a twitchiness happening in that follow position. A little bit of contact being made. Oh! Don't know what happened to KIA, but just came to a dead stop. And unfortunately, he did have all 4 off the road anyways, so that would have counted as an incomplete run in that follow. And Shino doing a great job going through that hairpin and somehow holding it to those speed cameras where he needs to. So, KIA needs to pull an outstanding lead run here and hope that Shino makes a big mistake. But I think Shino's going to try to play it safe, not get too aggressive in that follow, knowing that he has the advantage. But anything can happen here at this track. This is one of our most trickiest courses. Alright, drivers talking ready. There are their horns, and they are off. KIA now in the lead, Shino in the follow, hitting the acceleration, and starting to try to get an early gap here, going through the outside zone, just getting the clip on that dirt patch, heading up to the next inside clip. We are approaching the sweeper now, just getting that outside zone, and KIA having problems in that lead position, gripping up. I think this is going to give Shino the advantage here, being really conservative. So, great job from both drivers here this time, but we'll be back with a verdict.
Alright, we do have a winner. So the winner will be Shino. Shino will be moving on.
Alright, so Shino knocking out KIA here. And Shino will be advancing to the winner semifinal. So KIA, you are not out. You are just being sent down to the losers bracket, but you still have a chance. Alright. So, what is our next battle here? Izzy?
Alright, so the next battle will be Vaperz versus Trio. Trio will be in the lead since he was the higher qualifier.
Alright. Looks like our drivers here are getting a little frisky with our block vehicle. Alright, both drivers are lined up. So drivers, give us a honk. Alright, there's the horn. And they are off for that 40 roll. Working their way to the acceleration zone. Hitting it, both drivers setting in with a little bit of a flick here. And it looks like Trio is getting an early gap here against Vaperz. Approaching our inside clip through the Manji section, a little bit of contact being made, giving Trio a little bit more angle before approaching the sweeper. So doing a great job holding on to that. Both drivers somehow maintaining angle. Oh, and maybe Vaperz had a straighten up right there. But a little bit more contact being made before the finish line, and both drivers are able to hold it. So we're going to have to take a good look at what happened there in the sweeper. So drivers are now going to switch roles. The Prairie Flatbush GT350R is going to be in the follow, and the My Little Pony Unicorn M3 is going to be in the lead. Sticky, if you could please park off to the side of the road, please. Alright. So drivers honking ready. Alright, they're both for their horns, and they are off. So Vaperz now in the lead, hitting the acceleration zone. Both drivers signing in with a good flick into the first corner. Trio having some good proximity off the start. Just both getting that clip on the dirt patch, both getting the next inside clip. And Vaperz looks like he's going to run away here in that fast M3 going through the sweeper. Trio has to close his gap up. Not exactly able to do it, and both drivers did a really good job through the hairpin. So we will be back with a verdict.
Alright. So it was a 2-to-1 vote. So the winner will be the winner will be Vaperz. Vaperz will be moving on. Alright, so
Congratulations to Vaperz for moving on.
So the next and final battle of this bracket will be Shino versus Vaperz, and Shino will be in the lead since he was higher qualifier.
So it's a number 1 and number 2 points drivers going at it here in the semifinal. This will be a good battle here. So, Sticky, please get out of the road. It's the last warning I want to give to you. Alright. So drivers, honk and ready. They're both for the... Oh no, I only heard one horn. Come back, Shino. I only heard one horn. Alright. So drivers honk and ready. Alright, they're both for their horns. And they are off. Both hitting that 40 roll. Working their way to the acceleration. Both drivers sending up a little bit of a flick. Coming in hard on the R35's door is Wubis, giving him enough room to transition. A little bit of contact being made on that rear bumper. A little bit more contact being made on that inside or rear fender. Following up through the sweeper here. And a little bit of a gap is now being put on. Shino doing a great job getting around that hairpin and having a little bit of a gap form against Wubis. So, don't know exactly what happened to Wubis going through that sweeper. Looked like he had to do a hard brake or handbrake slide to make it through there without straightening up. And that's probably what caused Shino to form a little bit of that gap at the end. Alright. So, drivers honking ready. Alright, they're both for their horns, and they are off for that 40 roll. Entering the first corner with some good angle. Shino having some pretty good proximity right now on Wubis. Both drivers almost transitioning at the same time. Ooh, Shino almost ripped up right there. But having some great proximity through the sweeper. Probably the best we've seen so far. Following up right on his rear quarter panel. A great job in that follow position here from Shino. So we'll be back with a verdict.
Alright, so we do have a winner. So the winner will be Shino. Shino will be moving on.
So Shino advancing to the winners final. So congratulations, Shino. So you'll be going up against Nifox. So let's get Nifox invited into here.
Yep, he is invited.
I think we could just invite all the drivers here. We should have a big enough lobby for that, shouldn't we? Because there's only 4 drivers before.
Let's see.
We have 8 people in here.
We got plenty of room. Yeah, we can go ahead and
All right.
invite all the drivers. So we need to get Takashi in here. KIA.
BTW.
Let's see. And Turbskis. Who's saying that? Yeah, you got time.
Some cornbread.
Alright. Let's get you guys a party or a game invite. see who we all got in this party. See if we're missing anybody. Alright, everybody is in here. Yeah, Knight, once you're done with that, go ahead and pass it to Takashi, Twin, or KIA.
Are we still missing someone?
No, that's it. Oh yeah, we are missing DTW.
I knew it.
I thought he was already in the party, so.
Can I ask all drivers to get off the course, please? Thank you. You guys should have had enough practice before. So if I can get everyone to park, like, alright, so just ask everyone to park, you know, a good car
Knight,
length
you did
away
your-
from the
you
sweeper,
did your,
because I know
traffic
there's
glitch,
people
right?
that sometimes sweep it, that swing it out wide. So, Trio,
no,
can you
no.
back it up, please? Thank you. Night Fox, you too. Thank you. Oh wait, never mind. Night Fox, you're gonna be going up there. So Night Fox, if I believe so, I think you'll be following first.
Yeah,
But I don't know if
he'll,
you have
he'll be
gotten.
following.
Yeah, I don't know if you got traffic glitch right or not.
Yeah, I gave it to him first. Knight, did you do traffic? The traffic glitch? Okay. Yeah, Knight's traffic glitch is done. Yeah, Twin, go ahead and give it to Takashi or DTW or KIA.
So we had some really, nice qualifying runs, but a lot of our, higher ranked qualifiers didn't show up for some reason.
Yeah, such as our number 1 qualifier, Cub Scout.
And Tito, who was
yeah,
number 3, I believe.
Let me see. Yeah, T-Dub was our number 3 qualifier. And even Beard Radio, he was our 4th. So yeah, a lot of high qualifiers that did not show up. Which some of them did tell us why, but yeah, hopefully next event, we won't have that many dropouts. We can have more battles.
Mm-hmm. I don't know how many more people we gotta go through.
I think KIA. I think KIA is our last one. Oh, and Takashi.
So, just want to say it's really good seeing our Motorcrush driver from last week go to the winners final.
Yeah, I agree.
Especially taking on our number 1 in points here, Shino, who also won last week's event. So Shino obviously putting up strong performances here, which is really good for him. I know that he probably wants to win that free vape juice that Vaperz gives out, or if he wants to go for merch this time, I don't know.
Alright. Okay, go ahead and pass the leader back to me and we will get these battles
Takashi
underway.
needs it.
Oh yeah, I keep forgetting. Yeah, pass it to Takashi.
Oh, I just accidentally left the Oh, thank God they didn't lag out. Been having some lag issues here, guys. It's not fun. Shots fired. Sorry, Blackfield, get having a little bit of fun on the track. Alright, Takashi, if you could just give leader over to Carnage. And then, Jury, get over here. Line up in front of these
Alright.
people so that way we can get the winners final on the way. When I'm at not driving around the track. Alright, so Knife Fox taking his time warming up his tires. Alright, he looks ready. Alright, so driver's honking ready. Alright, and there you go. They're off for that 40 roll, working their way up to the acceleration zone. Both drivers giving it just a little bit of a flick, both able to get that inside clip, holding great proximity as Knife Fox transitioning really smoothly along with Shino, getting that inside clip, approaching the next inside clip that's going to be going into our long sweeper here. A little bit of a gap is now being formed, but can Knife Fox close it, entering this hairpin? And he does it! Both drivers getting the hairpin really good. Great runs here from both drivers. Knife Fox doing a great job in that fall position, able to close the gap after it was being formed a little bit against him. And Shino pretty much being at almost every objective he needs to be at around the track. You know, a couple mistakes from him, but could be better. Alright. So, drivers honking ready. Alright, there are their horns. They're off for that 40 roll.
Yeah, there he is.
Working their way to the acceleration zone. Knife Fox giving it that big flick hitting the acceleration zone with a lot of power coming up to the outside zone. Shino straggling a little bit. Just dropping a tire. This Knife Fox through that quick transition, getting to that inside clip, powering out to our sweeper, doing a great job. Both drivers just dropping a tire, able to get that inside clip and crossing with some great proximity. Great battles from both drivers here. So you can tell these two definitely want to go for it. We'll be back with a verdict.
Alright, so we do have a verdict. It was 2-1, and yeah, this driver is going to win due to this other driver missing a couple clipping points. So the winner, will be going to Night Fox.
So Night Fox getting the win over Shino here. Really surprising, to be honest, because I know Shino is a great driver, and he's been usually locking himself into the winners final here a lot. So congratulations to
All
Night
right.
Fox.
So moving on to the losers bracket. So remember, guys, if you lose in the losers bracket, you are officially out. So first battle would be Windy Beetle versus Dropped My Tires. Neither of them showed up, so Dropped will move on due to somebody has to move on in the bracket. Dropped was higher qualifier. Next up would be Cloverfield 16 versus Takashi Drifts, and Clover is not here, so Takashi will be getting a Byron.
All right, so Jerry, can you line up at the 9, please? Thank you, sir. All right, so Takashi, give us a honk. All right, there's his horn, and he is off for that buy run, working his way down that 40 road to our acceleration zone. Having a late initiation, but getting that inside clip, approaching our outside zone, just getting it at the very end. Maybe just getting that patch of dirt, but definitely getting that next inside clip, approaching the next inside clip, getting that as well. Having a great entrance into our sweeper, and approaching the next outside zone, just dropping 2 tires on it, but getting a lot of angle before the hairpin, and crossing the line with some great angle. So a really good buy run here from Takashi. He just needs to work on his initiation. That's the main factor for him.
Alright.
So giving drivers a little bit of tips
So
here.
the next battle would be Orange Rhino versus Bronzy. Neither driver showed up. Let's see. Next up would be T-Dub 110 versus Sticky X Buns Jr. T-Dub is a no-show, so Sticky, you will be getting a buy run.
Alright, so Sticky, honk your horn. Alright, there's his horn. And he is off for that 40 roll, working his way to the acceleration zone. Good initiation here. You're doing a really good job getting to that inside clip. Just dropped the 2 tires late on our outside zone, not getting that clip where the patch of dirt is. Maybe just getting that inside clip. Just getting that inside clip, having great entrance into our sweeper, powering it out super smoothly through it. Oh.
All right. All right, next battle will be KIA versus Takashi. And AJ lagged out the party and the entire game. So let's see if we can get him back in here. Yeah, we'll wait. We'll give it a couple. Okay, yeah, AJ's coming back. So just give it a couple. Give it a minute. Let AJ come back in. There we go.
There's kind of a lot of people over at my house right now. So. Alright, so.
Alright, so let's see if it. Alright, so everybody is sitting in the right position. So, AJ, are you ready?
Yep.
Alright, drivers, honk when ready.
Alright, and they are off. Working way down that 40 roll, hitting the acceleration. Again, a late initiation here from Takashi, but working his way to the inside clip and getting that outside zone. Putting on a little bit of a gap against KIA here, so KIA needs to close that up as fast as possible, especially approaching this outside sweeper. Doing a good job getting through it. Closing up just a little bit more, but not able to fully close it to get that good proximity that he needs to have. So, KA needs to put on a gap here against Takashi, or just hope Takashi makes a mistake here to possibly send it into a OMT. Alright. So driver's honking ready. Alright, and they are off. Both in the acceleration zone. Both having a little bit of a late initiation here. KA getting that inside clip and railing the whole outside zone. A little bit of contact being made. Some heavy contact again from Takashi coming out through our Manji section. And KA just dropping 2 tires and really having a bad line through our sweeper here. Sending it super wide, having like no angle approaching it at first. So both drivers are still able to get a complete run in here, but this is not the run that KIA needed. So we were back with a verdict.
Alright, so we do have a winner. So the winner moving on will be Takashi.
So Takashi advancing on. So unfortunately, KA, you are eliminated. I hope for some better luck at next round. Yes, Surfer Sweeper. So thank you for coming out.
Alright, so the next, well, this driver will be getting a buy run, Twin Terpskis. He will be getting a buy run since Bronzy did not show up.
Alright. So Terpskis just give us a honk. Right there's his horn. And he is off for his buy run. Hitting that 40 roll, coming up to our acceleration marker. Having a great acceleration, sending with a little bit of a flick. Getting that inside clip. Not exactly able to fully power out to our outside zone. Maybe just having enough proximity with that inside clip. Approaching our sweeper now. Taking a good line through it, approaching it very nicely. Oh, but having a little bit of twitchiness through it. Just dropping a tire on that inside clip and powering out to the touch and go.
Alright.
So, not too bad of a run here from Twin Terpskis. Could be better.
Alright, so there is another buy run due to Cub Scout not showing up. Sticky X Buns will be getting a buy run.
Alright. Alright, Drew, just waiting for you to line up. So drivers, or my bad, driver honking ready. Right there's his horn, and he is off for that 40 roll in the acceleration zone. Having a pretty good initiation, nice after getting to that inside clip. Definitely powering out very late on that outside zone, getting that quick transition with that inside clip, but missing the next one. Oh, and sending it with some big angle and just completely losing control of his whole car. Approaching the hairpin now, just deciding to continue out his run. So obviously Sticky needs to work on his runs a little bit, but hope for some better luck with him.
Alright, so the next battle, we actually have a battle again, will be Trio versus Takashi. And both of these drivers were, if I believe, let's see, yep, your 6th and 7th qualifiers.
Ooh.
So Takashi will be leading with
So Trio taking his time wearing up those tires in that period of Platypus GT350R. Alright. So driver's honking ready. And they are off. Working their way down that 40 roll. Coming up to our acceleration marker. Better initiation from both drivers here. But a little bit of gap is being put on, and Trio was able to close it through that outside zone. Working his way to that inside clip. Takashi's just dropping a tire in that inside clip, dropping another tire. Oh, and straining. Oh, both drivers straining up on the sweeper. This is not good for both of them. So, if I believe so, this should come down to the next run. This next one here could make it or break it. Alright. Driver's honking ready. And they are off. Working their way to the acceleration zone. Trio giving a nice flick, getting really up close personal with that inside clip. Doing a great job through that outside zone, getting the next dirt patch. Takashi getting up on that rear quarter panel now, giving him enough room to transition. Doing a really nice job through the sweeper here. Not exactly fully getting out to that outside zone, but giving us some big angle, and the angle messes up Takashi. So Trio sending it in with some outstanding angle, almost going backwards into the hairpin, completely threw off Takashi here. So great driving from both drivers here, but unfortunately one driver wasn't able to react fast enough in time for it. So we'll be back with a verdict.
Alright, so it looks like we do have a winner. So the winner that's moving on will be Trio Star. Good driving from both of you guys. All right. You there, AJ? So AJ is having internet issues once again. So all right, there's AJ once again.
Yeah, like
Yeah,
I said,
guys,
I do
so we
apologize.
have a total of 4 battles left of this entire competition. In the
Hallelujah.
chat, who do you guys have? Who do you guys want to win this thing? Bring it home. So far, the winners of this season have been Wubist winning round 1 and Shino winning round 2. So will we have a returning winner win round 3, or will we see a new face? Go ahead and pass the leader off to AJ.
Yeah. It would be really nice to see a returning winner, just to see how consistent they are and prove how good of a driver they are. But I think I would love to see a new winner, but anything could happen here at this challenging track. So,
I agree.
I mean, like I've been saying, this is our most challenging track probably in our lineup. So this one really tests a lot of drivers' abilities to tuning and, it's pretty much kind of like a strategy, because you do really have to take like a really offset line here in the follow position, because you have to approach the sweeper much differently than you do in the lead position. And I've been seeing a lot of people here not really knowing how to exactly approach the sweeper the proper way, whether it be in the follow or lead position. But yeah, I mean, it gives you a whole different dynamic of a track, this one, from switching from positions.
Alright, so Twin Terpskis and Sticky, go ahead and line up. And Sticky will be leading. And both of these drivers are your 12th and 13th qualifiers. Yeah,
All right.
Takashi, can you back up for us? Alright, he's good, guys.
All right. So the driver's honking ready. All right. They're both on the horns, and they are off. Working away for that 40 roll, hitting the acceleration marker. A little bit of a late initiation here from Sticky. Not exactly able to get to the whole outside zone, making Twin Terpskis make a different line, trying to keep the gap to a minimum. Both drivers able to get that inside clip, and maybe having a little bit of a straighten out here from Sticky going through that sweeper, but dropping all 4 off. And Twin Terpskis didn't have to complete that run, since Sticky was in the lead position when that happened. But he decided to, so. So Sticky needs to hope that Terpskis make some mistake here in the lead position to possibly send this into an OMT. All right. So just waiting for a block vehicle to line back up. I know he was getting out of drone mode. Not as bad as mine. All right. All right. So driver's honking ready. And they're off for that 40 roll, working their way to our acceleration marker. Twin Turkey's having a good initiation, but oh, he stuttered a little bit in that lead position, and it completely throws off Sticky here, making him straighten up in that follow. So all Twin has to do is complete this run. Approaching the hairpin, and some more contact being made. And Twin able to get a complete run in. So I'm pretty sure there's going to be some quick judging here, but we had to make it official, so we'll be back.
Alright, so we do have a winner. So the winner will be Twin Terpskis. He will be moving on.
So Twin Terpskis advancing. Really sorry, Sticky. You are eliminated. Wish for some better luck for you at round 4 of Surfer Sweeper. So if I could ask you to please leave the game.
Alright. So the next battle will be DTW versus Trio, and Trio will be in the lead, seeing that he was the higher qualifier.
Alright. So let's wait for Perry to come over here. Alright, so Trio is going to warm up his tires. Alright, so driver's talking ready. Alright, there are their horns. And they are off for that 40 roll now. And the acceleration marker. Good initiation from both drivers here, but the Jaguar has to close this gap. Trio not able to get to the outside zone. DTW just dropping a couple tires on that quick transition for that clip. And Trio not able to fully get out to that sweeper. And the Jag's starting to fall back a little bit. Alright, sorry about that. My brother came into my room. Alright, so both drivers getting to that inside clip, doing a really great job getting to that outside zone. Trio was able to throw more angle in that follow position through it. Just missing that inside clip was DTW. Coming out through the sweeper here, forming a little bit of a gap against Trio. Trio needs to close it, and doing so. Oh, but Trio just straightens out. That is super unfortunate for him. So we'll be back with a verdict.
Alright. So, yeah, it looks like we do have a winner. So, the winner moving on will be DTW.
So DTW advancing here. So I'm sorry, Trio, Mr. Perry the Platypus, our Norwegian flyer, but you are eliminated. I wish for you at some Dr. Doofenshmirtz. But wish for some better luck for you, Trio, at round 4, Surfer Sweeper. Thank you for coming out. So what is our next battle here?
Alright, so the next battle will be Vaperz versus Twin Turbskis. And Twin is the higher qualifier, so he will be leading.
Alright. So drivers working their way to the line. Alright. So drivers honking ready. Alright, there are their horns, and they are off. Working their way for that 40 roll. Hitting our acceleration marker. Maybe a little bit of a late initiation from Turbskis. Getting that inside clip but not fulfilling that outside zone. Definitely getting that quick transition with that patch of dirt. Not exactly getting the best angle either, having to throw Vaperz off a little bit. But approaching our hairpin, sending it wide, missing that inside clip, making some contact. And somehow both drivers were able to finish off without straightening up right there. So great driving from both of them. It seems to be that all night that Twin Turbskis has been having a problem with that Plantronics Gaming 350R. So let's hope for some better luck for him in this follow position. And maybe Vaperz here will make a mistake in his lead position. So, alright. So drivers, honk and ready. Alright. And they are off for that 40 roll. And the acceleration, both drivers giving it a little bit of a flick, approaching our inside clip. It's starting to look like a gap's already been being formed on Twin Turbskis here. Getting that inside clip. Getting the next one as well, having a great entrance into our sweeper, just dropping a tire on it. And it looks like Vaperz is just going to run away with this. Getting the inside clip, getting the last touch and go. What a run from Vaperz here. Having a great lead run here and just putting on a huge gap against Twin Turbskis. So
Alright guys, so we do have a winner, and the winner is Vaperz. Vaperz will be moving on.
alright. So Vaperz moving on to the next round. So thank you Turbskis for coming out. Hope for some better luck in round 4. So what is our next battle?
Alright, so the next battle will be DTW Unstoppable versus Vaperz. And DTW will be leading since he qualified 8th, and it looks like our One of our judges lagged out, or his game crashed.
Sticky is no longer here. Jury, can you still watch it from the stream?
Yeah, we can wait.
Okay.
You are Vaperz. Yeah, this is the semifinals. This is the semifinals in the losers bracket.
Yeah, winner of this will face Shino in the losers final, and then the winner of that will face Night Fox in the finale.
Yes, sir. Alright, AJ, I'm going to give you host so that you can give it to Drew when he gets in here. I will be
All right.
right back.
Okay. So I really wish I could look at the stream, but I lost my phone today. Alright, so there is Drury. Make sure to slide him host so that way he can get the traffic glitch.
Alright.
Yeah, Drury just popped into the game.
Alright, all good. I don't know. Hey, Z the Bullets, we have a couple guys in here wondering how you got the turbo emote.
Wait, what?
So guys, with just a couple of battles left, who is everybody rooting for? Put it in the chat. So we have one Wubbist. So we have Mustang. It was true to stir, but now he's gone. It's alright, man. I mean, he may be able to win another round. We still got 2 more rounds after this of the season. So anything is possible for anybody to win.
Yeah, we also still have one more Mustang left. Oh, okay, let me give this host back over to Carnage. Alright.
Alright. Oh! Nobody honked.
Alright. So, driver's honking ready. Right. They are off for that 40 roll. A little bit of mishaps with our block vehicle. Both drivers giving it a little bit of a flick here. DTW doing a great job of getting that inside clip and railing that outside zone. Lovest matching angle, getting right up on his rear quarter panel now. Dropping back just a little bit through this sweeper. Both drivers are able to execute it, but both a little twitchy. Oh, and some heavy contact, and Lovest is off the track, dropping all 4 tires. Oh no, this is not what Wubbis needed, especially since he is battling for points here with Shino. So he needs to hope that DTW makes a big mistake in this follow position, or put on a big enough gap. Alright, so drivers talking ready. Right there are their horns and they are off. Down for that 40 roll, hitting the acceleration marker. And right when I was talking about putting on a gap, Wubbis is starting to do that really early. But DTW is slowly railing him in. Not exactly quite getting up onto him, but powering out to the sweeper. Both drivers are a little twitchy through it. And DTW trying to close it up, but Wubbis just running away with it. Alright, so we will be back with a verdict.
Alright. So, yeah, we do have a verdict, and it is going to be an OMT.
Alright, so with Wubbis having an outstanding lead run, makes up for the mistake he had in the follow position and could sent this to an OMT. So, a great job from Wubbis. So drivers, give us a honk. There's their horn. And they are off for that 40 roll. Again, approaching our acceleration marker. Both getting a good initiation. Wubbis not having the closest proximity off the start, but able to close it back up fast. Doing a great job in the lead position here is DTW, hitting all the zones he needs to, doing a great job through our sweeper, approaching the next outside zone, dropping maybe 3 tires on it, just dropping a tire on that inside clip, powering out wide to the last touch and go. So, great job from DTW having a better lead run here, but Wubbis having even a really good follow here, didn't make mistakes this time. So this next run could put it all on the line now.
No, you have to keep that. Yeah, no, but you showed up with your car exactly like that.
Alright, so driver's honking ready. And they are off for that 40 roll, coming out to our acceleration marker. Oh, D2W sent it into the corner and completely spins it. Vaperz just needs to finish this run here. If Vaperz can complete this run, then I'm pretty sure this will be in the bag for him. Just chopping 2 tires on that second outside zone, getting the next inside clip, and able to finish off his run. So DTW unfortunately sending it into the first corner, but of course we gotta wait for the official verdict, so we'll be back.
Alright, so we do have a winner, and Vaperz will be moving on.
So Vaperz advancing to the losers final here. So we are seeing 2 drivers go up against each other again, our number 1 and number 2 in points. Last time it was Shino knocking out Vaperz. Can Vaperz take revenge here? Alright, so driver's honking ready. Oh wow, okay. And they are off for that 40 roll, hitting our acceleration marker. Sending it into the first corner, getting right up on that inside clip, getting out to our outside zone, a little bit of contact being made. Getting the next patch of dirt right there, that's the clip. Shino fulfilling every single roll in this lead position here, just dropping a tire on that outside zone, but able to rail it on the next outside zone, powering out to the touch and go. Great lead run and a great follow from both drivers here. So of course drivers are going to switch roles here. Alright. So drivers honking ready. Alright, and they are off. Hitting that 40 roll now. Hitting the acceleration marker now. Both drivers giving it a little bit of a flick. Vaperz missing that inside clip. Having great proximity right now is Shino. Maybe even better than Vaperz had in his follow position. Both drivers getting that inside clip. Vaperz dropping a tire or 2 on the next inside. Not exactly fulfilling the outside sweeper like he needed to. Missing the inside clip on the hairpin. And dropping a tire on the touch and go too. So not Vaperz's best lead run. Shino having a great outstanding start in the foul position, but once he hit that sweeper, Vaperz started to run away. So Vaperz is in that fast car, but I don't know if the mistakes can make up for it. So we'll be back with a verdict.
So while the judging is going on, a couple links will be posted in the chat. The first link is to our Facebook page if anybody wants to sign up for round 4. Be sure to go check that out, along with our YouTube link where you can check out our YouTube videos for all the course previews. So alright, so it looks like we do have a winner. Yeah, so we do have a winner, and the winner will be Shino. Shino will be moving on.
So Shino knocking out Wubbist, and I know this is not what Wubbist wanted because they're battling for points. So Shino just advancing that gap a little bit more now on Wubbist. So Shino, of course,
still got third though.
Yeah, that is true. So just a little bit more points added on now. So, but Shino is not done. He has to beat Night Fox twice to win it.
Yeah, so just in case anybody in the chat is confused why he has to beat Night Fox twice, is seeing that this is a double elimination. Night Fox has yet to lose. So Shino has lost, Night Fox has not. Alright, Night Fox, line up. Is Night Fox in the game?
No, we gotta reinvite him. I believe that though. So we're just trying to get Night Fox still in here.
I guess.
Alright, so Night Fox is now here. He just needs to get the traffic glitch out the way. Yes, he does.
I could have sworn I gave it to him. It's like we got a special guest, Matt Field. Oh yeah, oh yeah, one of the FM7 comps.
Maybe after this season.
What are you
Of
eating,
course.
brother?
That is interesting. Yeah, how are we
Um, so yeah, this is an unfortunate turn of events. Looking, looking at the rule book, um, looking at the rule book, so Shino does not have a full race cage, and in the rule book it states in, you know, big letters, you must have a full race cage. Yeah, I'm looking at the rule book right now. Um, so, yeah, um, that would mean Wubist, since Wubist was the last one to face Shino, Wubist would end up getting the win.
Oof.
Alright, everything has been updated. So the battles has been updated, so yeah, now it's going to be Night Fox versus Wubist. And Night Fox will be leading. Night Fox was your number 4 qualifier. Well, number 5 qualifier, my bad.
Alright. So we are now in the finale here. So Wobist has to beat Night Fox twice. He's done it before in the first round to win it, but can he do it again? So, drivers honking ready. Alright. Send it, Coupetti reverse, here we go. For the 40 roll, coming down through our acceleration zone. Night Fox getting the early gap against Wubist here, doing a great job in the lead position, hitting every single zone he needs to at the moment. Not exactly getting that inside clip though. Getting the next one as well. Approaching the sweeper very nicely, fulfilling the whole thing, just dropping a tire. A little bit of contact being made. But great run from both drivers. It looks like rain is starting to come down a little bit.
Surprisingly,
Right
first time of the night.
Yeah.
Seeing, Horizon 3 is notorious for, having torrential downfalls all the time.
Yeah, so this is going to play a whole different feel for these people here, so. Alright. So drivers honking ready. Alright, there are their horns, and they are off. Hitting the acceleration zone now. Both drivers giving a nice little flick. Both able to get that inside clip, both riding that outside zone. Love is just dropping a tire on it, sending some big angle through our little quick manji. Just dropping a tire on that inside clip, dropping a tire on the next inside one. Having a little bit of twitchiness and dropping a tire again. And Night Fox wasn't letting Wubis run away like he's usually been. So great job here from Night Fox. We'll be back with a verdict.
Alright, so votes are in, and it's going to be a one more time.
Alright. So drivers will be lining it back up again. Really close battle here in the finale, so alright. Drivers honking ready. And they're off, setting it at Cooper Ready Reverse, round 3. Hitting that acceleration, both getting a nice flick. Both drivers just barely getting that inside clip. And Night Fox running a super clean outside line in the outside zone. Just getting that inside clip on that patch of dirt and getting both the inside clips. Approaching our sweeper, fulfilling the sweeper as well. Wubis having a little bit of problems in the follow position. And man, what a lead run here from Night Fox. Actually got pulled away just a little bit from Wubis, who's been known just to pull away from people recently on this track, or through the battles that we've been seeing tonight. So, great run here from Night Fox. That is going to be one hard lead run to top. So, drivers honking ready. And they're off. Wubis now in the lead. Both drivers giving a little bit of a flick, approaching the inside clip. Wubis having a bad initiation, just dropping a tire on that inside clip, now able to fulfill that outside zone. Oh, a little bit of understeer maybe from Night Fox here, but didn't fully lose his drift. And maybe both drivers having a little bit of twitchiness right there on the straightaway. Or my bad, sorry, sweeper. Getting my words mixed up here. So both drivers not having so good of a run on their second run here, so we'll be back with a verdict.
Again, guys, we're just judging, so that's why it's quiet at the moment. Alright, so due to both drivers just having bad follow runs, that's really where it was getting us. It's going to be another OMT. Hope both drivers can clean up their runs, and yeah, we can have a winner.
Yeah, so it's been some. This is a really intense last battle. Both drivers having some mistakes here and there, but I think the rain is taking a big effect here. So, just I think the whole thing of just the rain coming down is really throwing these drivers off. So, all right, so drivers honk your horns, and they're off for that 40 roll. The rain is starting to come down a lot more now. Both of them getting a good flick, getting a nice initiation, getting right on that inside clip, going really close to the road's edge and somehow not dropping a tire. Both drivers getting that inside clip, coming through the next one. Oh, and Night Fox mate. Oh, that's going to be a tough call to make. But Love is finishing off the run. I don't know what happened to Night Fox. I don't know if maybe he was starting to go a little bit, or if it was just a little bit of their persuasion coming around the corner that Lubbock gave him. All right, driver's honking ready, and they're off for that 40 roll. Getting a good initiation, both getting that inside clip, coming out to the outside zone. And same thing, just riding the road's edge again. Lubbock's just dropping a tire on that inside clip, and it's going to start, looks like, pulling away from Night Fox here. Can Night Fox close up the gap? And he does it really good, successfully doing it. Alright, we'll be back here with a verdict.
Alright, so remember, Knight has yet to lose, so he has to lose twice. So the winner of that battle will be Wubist. So now it's sudden death.
Alright,
So now everybody is at
taking someone
one
again
loss.
to. Oh, okay. My bad. Yeah, but yeah, Wubist's taking someone again to sudden death, so this is starting to look good for him. So, alright, drivers, honk when ready. And they're off, sending it at Cooper reverse. Both giving it a really good flick. Oh, and a big mistake from Wubist here in the follow, but somehow not dropping 4 tires. Looks like it's in Night Fox's hands right now. It just needs to pull off a really good lead run here. Wubist trying to put a little bit of aggression on him. Nightfox throwing some big angle in the lead. My bad, I almost said follow. Really great run here from Nightfox. Just missing that last touch and go. That's it. All right. Driver talking ready. And they're off. Hitting that 40 roll. Approaching our acceleration marker. Wobus having a better initiation this time, was just dropping a tire in that outside zone. Nightfox trying to close up a little bit of the gap, doing a really good job at it. And again, coming off to the sweeper. Ooh, Wobus having some problems coming through it again. And able to close the gap. Nightfox. So, Wobus able to run away in some places, but Nightfox having some great driving abilities, able to close it back up fast when it counts. So, we'll be back with a verdict.
Alright, I think we have a winner, but just going to make sure. So, okay. Alright, so we do have a winner.
Alright, what is it, Carnage?
So the winner will be Nightfox. Nightfox will be winning round 3 of the Elite Battles.
So, Nightfox getting his first win in the Elite Battles. If I'm correct, he's only competed in 2. So this is really good to see that he got a win. And especially being Motorcrush driver from last event in round 2. So congratulations, Nightfox. You are the winner for round 3. And we'll talk to you after the stream for if you want that free bottle of juice or free merch from Vaperz. But now I think it's time to vote for a driver of the night. So my vote, I'm just gonna say it out loud. I don't know if I don't know if you guys agree with me or not, but I'm gonna have to say Wobus. I don't know if you guys agree with me or not. Unless you have another opinion.
Yeah, I mean, Wubis, he did put down some pretty good runs, and he did put up a fight. Um, so yeah, I'll agree.
All right. So, does Wubis want a driver interview for being Motorcrush driver?
Yeah. What about Night Fox?
We'll
Give
get to him.
Interview
We
too?
will. We will.
Oh, okay.
That's if he wants to.
So yeah, Wubis is saying he'll take his interview. Night Fox, do you want a driver interview?
All right. So,
Night also said.
okay. So let's get to Wubis first. So,
Yes, hello.
Wubis, I believe this is your second time getting Motorcrush driver. From first round, I know you got it, even though you were the winner as well. That's because you did an outstanding performance. So,
Thank you.
how do you
Thank you.
feel about going on again to get Motorcrush driver tonight, and having to go to sudden death again?
Well, I feel pretty bad that my teammate dropped out and my other one lost, but kinda happy that I passed Shino in points. It's kinda sad on how it was. He didn't read the rule book and forgot the full cage.
Yeah, that is very
Overall.
unfortunate for
Fun
Shino.
battles.
So, if you had to say who was your hardest battle, probably.
Clearly not Shino. I'd give the Night Fox. I'm just kidding.
So a little bit of a batch going on from our drivers here, but yeah, appreciate you coming out, Wubist. Hope to
Yeah,
see you
thank
at
you, thank
round 4.
You will.
All right, so Night Fox,
Loses around 4.
you have your audio included?
Yes, I do.
All right. So being Motorcrush driver of the night from last event, and then getting the win tonight, how does that feel?
Feels pretty good. I'm surprised that I won, but I brought out like what I got, brought it out tonight.
Yeah, I know you were having problems at course with this track at first, and then of course you were practicing it out, and then learned different tactics and stuff. So looks like
yeah.
it all worked out for you in the end.
I guess so.
So yeah.
Why do people hate me in chat?
What would you like to have from Vaperz though?
I'm gonna have to get merge.
Yeah, get a hat like I did, dude. Just sell it for $15.
So
That's what I did.
All right, so all right, we'll get to you on that. But yeah, congratulations on being our Motorcrush driver of the night. Or wow, Motorcrush driver. Oh my God, I'm so tired. Wow.
Should
been a
you
late
should
night,
drink some of those
long morning.
those energy drinks.
Yeah, Royal
yeah,
Energy.
get them
Use code
energy drinks.
EVDT.
Yeah.
But,
Hashtag
yeah.
plug.
Yeah, but hopefully you can continue the success in round 4. And congratulations on being our winner.
I'll try my
You
best.
forgot to weld it in.
Thanks for having me out here.
Yep.
Oh yeah.
So, before we close out the stream, so the Elite Battles is brought to you by Motorcrush. Go know, share. Make sure to download the Motorcrush app on your Google Play Store or App Store, or vaperzonline.com. Go to vaperzonline.com for your vaping needs and accessories, and Royal Energy. Use code EVDT for 10% off. We'll see you guys next weekend for qualifying. And if you haven't yet, make sure you go to our YouTube page. It is the Elite Battles. Make sure you sign up. Make sure you know what car you're going to use, so that way we don't have any confusion on when you get to the event. So, thank you everyone for
Been
watching.
sick this whole time.
Hope
I
to
blame
see
it
more
on
people
that.
out next week. So, see you guys next time.
Call me
Yep.
Beard Radio.
And
I can't
also,
move my
guys,
left
all
arm.
the links to sign up and the link to the YouTube channel, so you can check out the course previews.
Yeah, the rule.
Yeah, and on the Facebook page, you can check out the rule book. Yeah, all those links have been posted. So be sure to check them out and stuff. And yeah, AJ, if you have anything to add.
Nope, I'm good.
All right. Well, that's going to do it, guys. Appreciate everybody who came out to compete and to watch. We will see you guys next weekend.
I call it AJ out.